quite a few things. It is good that you're not under oath, because those were straight lies that you just said about my case. So I've seen nobody but Judge Wells. Since 2015 to now, she follows me around and moves her whole books, so I don't see nobody but Judge Wells. I've also spent $600,000, that's the reason why I'm pro se. So we have done everything to try to protect my children. There's 108 pictures of abuse, horrific abuse. There are 2 different sexual assault outcries done by sexual assault nurses. Did you look into those? Did you call any of the supervisors? There's been 5. Did you call those? In fact, the very last supervised visit, my son had a black eye and said her mother killed a cat. And that was the last time I seen my kids. So most of the things that you just said up here are just absolute lies. And I don't think you looked into any of this at all. I don't think anybody could look into our case, because this is a very, very well documented case. In fact, I don't think you'll find a better documented case of sexual abuse or physical abuse. And last time I did not get to talk to you about the courts, family court services, broader possibilities, all these places, all these people that they put in place to have a roadblock so your son or your daughter never can be heard. What I didn't get to tell you, she did bring up my interference with child custody. And also, she said that I got to see Judge Evans, which is untrue. I was picked up by a fugitive task force the day before Judge Evans to see about recusing Judge Wells. They picked me up with a fugitive task force, the whole 9 yards, the battering ram, the riot shield, the helmets, the guards on their helmets, machine guns, parked in my neighbor's driveway, roadblocks set up, picked me up, put me on a 40-hour hold so I could not see Judge Evans. That's what happened. And they dropped the charges right afterwards. They also put a surveillance camera in my house for 7 months. How much money did that cost, Sharon Wilson? How much money would it cost to put a surveillance camera on a home from someone that's never had an allegation, no accusation, just a regular citizen trying to protect their child, and a surveillance camera is put on their home? And cops are set outside their house for hours at a time, some days 5 hours, sitting outside our home like they're visitors at our home. They talk to our neighbors, tell the neighbors I'm making threats. It's another thing I've heard that Sharon Wilson has said. One of the parents that did come for help, I heard that she's saying that I am making threats. There has never been a threat to any government official or lawyer or anyone at all. I say they belong in prison. They belong in prison. These are crimes. And you did bring the different branches up. Why is a sex crime being seen in a family court? Why is that? How is that not a crime? And I've had crimes against children unit tell me that there's no violence in the rape of a child. Like, how is there less violence in the rape of a child than a grown woman? How is that? How is that less violent? I would think it's a lot more violent. In fact, my son has taser marks on his back when he had a wooden spoon shoved up in him. That's a pretty violent rape, I would think. That is on a sexual assault nurse. In fact, did you look at any of the testimony from the sexual assault nurses or the supervisors or the teachers or anybody else? Sexual assault nurse saying she would never have allowed those children to go home with their mother ever in a million years. So how in the world are these not crimes, and how are these not being seen as crimes? And if it wasn't a criminal court and there were perjury, you could put us in jail. Just like when you were up here a while ago, and if you were under oath, you should be put in jail for perjury. So they have these people set up so that not only our kids are silenced, then they'll put you in jail and bring cops out to your house and keep them out at your house all day and tell people that they're making threats. They do everything they can to not only keep our children silenced, then they try to silence us. And the reason why most of these parents are scared to come forward is because of what they did to me. So they know very good and well what they'll do to you. They'll throw you in jail, they'll put a 48-hour hold on you, they'll make you miss court dates, and then they'll sit up here and say it's your fault. Say that we're doing something wrong. We have reached out to the sheriff's department, we reached out to everybody. That's why we're here. Like, we're not here thinking that you can do something. We're just trying to be heard. We're trying to find somebody that can help. Somebody's got to hear this that can help. We would think the DA's office would help, but they haven't even called me back. Neither has Russell. So we get help, and then they don't call us back. And then when they do come up here to try to help, it's all lies and nonsense.
Thank you, Mr. Lyon.